back out here walking. We are back out here running and walking a mile and a half after the run on the walk down. Episode 21. It's been a while. I stopped at about 20, so I took a break, as some of y'all already know. But we back on it right now. Episode 21 of the walk down. How y'all doing out there? I think it's a little bit over 80 degrees out here, but we still out here running. Feel really, really, really good too to be back. Feel good to be back. Out here running and getting it in. Hope y'all having a great day. I'm having a great day so far. Excited about running in that marathon. So I got to get ready for the main one, right, which is beginning of 2026. So I'm gonna start running in these small marathons, right, 5K. That's what I'm gonna start at, just to get used to. I don't even really look at it as a competition, but I am gonna have big competition with myself, because at the end of the day, it's me versus me. So I've in my first marathon, which is gonna be Memorial Day. So for all the fallen soldiers and fallen soldiers and the people that serve in the military, that day right there is gonna be my first marathon. Yep. So I have been running for a very long time, right? A lot of people know. So 5K is really nothing to me, right? So all I'm gonna do is just train and work on my personal best, right? So I'm gonna be doing a lot of more training, running, weightlifting, and things of that nature to get ready to compete against myself. Leonard, hello, how you doing, Leonard? Thank you for joining. So only thing good about these marathons that they are in the morning time, right? So it'll be nice and cool. But as a lot of people know, I train in the heat, right? That's what I do. So the marathon is 2 months from now. So Memorial Day is in May, I think. Yeah, at the end of May. So the marathon is at the end of May. I'm already started training, right? So all I got to do now is just work on building up my time. And the goal in this first marathon is to beat my own time. But the overall goal is to make that marathon on the Chevron Marathon at the beginning of 2026. So the reason why I went on and entered this first marathon is because the doors have been shut for a Chevron Marathon pre-registration. So I can't register again until June. So I said, cool, that'll give me a time, since I never ran in a marathon before, it'll give me time to train myself for this. And my first competition is gonna be Memorial Day. So, and of course, I'm not in competition with nobody, it's me versus me. I always say on this channel, you ain't in no competition with nobody but yourself. So that's one thing that I am a competitive person. I have competed in martial arts competitions. I have competed in jiu-jitsu competitions. So controlled competitions is not new to me, right? I competed in my last jiu-jitsu competition about 10 years ago. No more, it was more about 15 years ago. That's when I competed in my last jiu-jitsu competition. And it's been on my mind heavily to get back back in jiu-jitsu training and maybe start back competing with the guys that's 50 and over that's around my age. So that's what's been on my mind lately. And it starts with this marathon, this 5K marathon that I'm entering on Memorial Day. That'll be the first one. But the main one is the Chevron Marathon. So these marathons that I'm entering right now, they are just test marathons. That's what they are. So I'm already ready, to be honest with you, because many of y'all know I run 4 miles a day, right? So I'm able to do that with ease. So I ain't even tripping. I just got to keep on running and exercise. That's all I got to do. But I'm gonna be more focused. What are you gonna do different, Stock Sniper? Well, this time, right now while I'm training, I'm gonna be focused on time, right? I be looking at my time when I'm running 4 miles a day, but I don't really be focused on my time like in the real competition. So this training I'm gonna be doing, only thing I'm gonna change to what I already do is I'm gonna be more precise with my times. Every week, I'm gonna try to outdo myself. Every week, I gotta make my times faster. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I gotta do is just run a little bit faster. I might stretch out my running a little bit farther, but what I'm gonna really concentrate on is weight training, right? That's what I need to concentrate on. So I'm gonna start back doing my 2-a-days, maybe 3-a-days. So be looking out for those training videos, which I'm gonna start doing that too. I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna do my training, right? I usually weight train, I will only do twice a week. But I think, Jayco, hey, how you doing? But I think I'm gonna try to do some weight training at least 4 times out of the week. But how I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna keep my running, my Monday through Friday. But on the weekends, I'm gonna concentrate on stretching, right? Saturdays and Sundays, particularly gonna be my rest days. I'm gonna concentrate on stretching on Saturdays and Sundays. So that's one thing I don't do, right? I don't do a lot of stretching. I just jump out, I just come out here and I just take out running. You know, I don't stretch that much. So I'm gonna have to start stretching. I'm gonna have to increase my weightlifting workout, more focus on running type weight training, right? And stretch. That's basically, I got 3 things I need to do. Concentrate on lifting weights a little bit more with exercises that'll help me with my speed on my time. That's number 1. Number 2, I need to be more accurate, you know, and increase my timing while I'm out here running faster. And every week try to beat my time. Those are the things that I need to do, that I'm gonna do. And number 3, I need to stretch. I need to take time. I need to stretch every morning and every night and really start stretching like on the weekends, stretch more. That's what I'm gonna do. And as I get closer to the Chevron, I'm gonna add in yoga. I'm gonna add in my yoga training as I get closer, maybe like by August. If everything goes correctly, by August, I will start practicing a little yoga. So, because I used to do yoga a whole lot, because yoga was good for jiu-jitsu, martial arts training. Yoga was really, really good for that. So, but I haven't done yoga, and like I said, in like 15 years. So, and yoga is kind of tough. So I'm gonna have to slowly work my way in, because I haven't done yoga in 15 years, and I'm 50 years old now. You know, I gotta make sure I don't want no injuries, you know, because I wanna be successful at competing in this marathon. But at the same time, I want to compete against myself and beat my personal times and just see what happens. You know, so that's what I'm on right now. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man, on these walk downs. But I got I'm gonna start back taking my vitamins and probably get back on my amino acids supplements, right? And get back on that note and see how that works out. Yeah, cause so it's starting, and it's starting right now. That's why it's a good thing. That's the reason why I took off. That's not really the reason, but I think it just worked out like that. That I took about a month and a half off from exercising, and now I got a goal that I gotta make it to. Once I make it there, I already know it's gonna be all good, right? I just gotta make it there. No hiccups, no injuries, nothing, right? So y'all be on the lookout for that, because I'm gonna try to get me a GoPro. Not gonna try to, I am. And I'm gonna try to show that on the channel right here. Just to show everybody, man, if you're 50, 60, whatever the case may be, you can still get out, and you can still have some goals in life, and you can still get out and exercise, and you can still get out and compete, you know, and have a good time. So that's what I got going on. And then, like I said, I'm gonna go back to MMA and jiu-jitsu training, and I'm gonna do that too as well. I'm gonna enter a tournament, but that's gonna be a little longer process, because jiu-jitsu training and competing, you know, really because I haven't did it in like 15 years, that journey is gonna be a little bit longer, right? Because I haven't been training jiu-jitsu. I just been exercising and running. So, and that's really, really intense, but that's what I want to do. I want to get back in jiu-jitsu competition, and yeah, that's what I want to do. But that's gonna take about a 2-year process, right? It's gonna take about a 2-year process, but I'm gonna take that real slow. I'm gonna go train at the gym probably about 3 times out the week, and just do it like that. Take about an hour and a half, 2 hours, get on the mats, and start back training. That's what I'm gonna do. So be on the lookout for that. So I'm just out here, man, on this walk down, cooling myself down, and thinking, meditating, and putting everything in stride, and putting all my goals together. You know, competing in my first marathon at 50 years old, I think that's a really, really good thing, right? A 5K to start out with, but the goal is to run a full marathon. That is my ultimate goal. So I got about 8 or 9 months of training. So we'll see how that works. At least do a half a marathon. Maybe if not the full one, I'm gonna at least try to do the half. You know? So that's what I'm looking forward to. With God's help, right? With God's help and God's grace, hopefully I'll accomplish that goal. If not, just running and competing in the marathon, even if it's just 5K, it's a hell of an accomplishment. Hello, Camus, how you doing? Appreciate you joining me. Even though the goal is to run that full marathon, if I could just go to 5K, right? That'd be a very, I'll be satisfied with that goal. That's how we're gonna rock and roll with that. That's how we're gonna rock and roll. I'm just ready to take it to the next level. Let's all have some more fun. That'll be really, really fun for me. And that's what I want to do. I'm ready to rock and roll though, man. You know, I get out here, I took a whole month and a half off. I came out here, I ran my 4 miles like it wasn't nothing. I was sore only one day, and I'm back rocking and rolling right now. I can only say I'm gonna give glory to God that I got my health like I do. But I have to work on it though. Every single day, it's been a stretch. Of course, I've been an athlete, right, and in competition ever since I was 4 or 5 years old. So I figure, you know, I've been competing ever since they put me in competition. And that was 4 or 5 years old, right? Little league, MMA, wrestling, karate, taekwondo, basketball, everything you could think of, you know? So I'm not finna go the second half of my life not competing. I competed all the way up until my last jiu-jitsu competition. I was 35, well, no, I was older than that. I was like 37 years old. My last jiu-jitsu competition, which I came in second place on that one, right? So I've been competing my whole life, so I'm like, dang, bro, I'm not finna go the second half of my life not in competition. That's how I'm gonna do it. But only this time, I'm competing against me. Ain't no competition, it's just me. So that's where I'm at. Hopefully, nothing, you know, cause I did 2 taekwondo tournaments when I was 15. I earned my black belt in taekwondo when I was 15 years old. And then those tournaments back then was very, very treacherous. It was really competitive. And I broke my ankle in the competition. So, but I was able to come back and regain the throne. So that's what I'm gonna do now, man. I've been competing all my life, so I can't go the second half of my life not in competition. But I've never did a marathon before, and yes, I did run track, right? So I'm just being me. I'm just doing what I do. That's right. So I got to do it. I've been running for so long, and now I got that scratch to go go compete, and that's what I'm gonna do, with the mindset of ain't no competition. It's just me. I'm in competition with myself. See, what I learned in all my years of training in martial arts, that it's all about you, bro. It ain't about the other person. It's about you. You control what happens in that circle. You control what happens no matter what go down. As long as you give your 100%, you control that. You control what happens in your life, bro. It's gonna be whatever it's gonna be. Like my grandpa used to tell me when I was a little bitty boy, it's gonna be whatever it's gonna be. It's like when I broke my ankle, right? When I broke my ankle, I thought it was over. But my mentors and my sensei told me, guess what? It ain't over. You'll be back. It's just a minor setback for a major comeback. And that's exactly what happened. Yes, I had to go through the rehab. I had to train myself all over. I had to wait 2 months for the cast come off. And yes, when the cast came off at 15 years old, right, my leg didn't look the same. I had to build myself right back up. And guess what I did? They told me, you getting back in the competition, bro. You getting back in the competition. That's what my grandma told me. Shout out to my grandma. We don't raise quitters. You know, you getting back and you competing. And whatever happens, that's what happens. It's gonna be whatever it's gonna be. You ain't in competition with nobody. That's what my grandma used to tell me. You ain't in competition with nobody. You make it whatever you want to make out of it. And guess what? I came in first place in that next taekwondo tournament. Yeah, I did. And I was able to get 2nd degree in black belt because of that and how I worked so hard. My sensei, he gave me another stripe on my belt. So I got to get back to it because it ain't no competition. It's just me. So y'all always remember that, bro. You ain't in competition with nobody, man. You ain't. You're in competition with yourself. That's the main competitor. That's the worst opponent that you can have, is yourself. You got to look in the mirror. You understand what I say? Listen to the OG. You got to look in the mirror and face yourself. Only you know if you put in the work every single day. Only you know if you gave your 100% like you're supposed to every single day. Only you know that, bro. Only you know that, brothers and sisters. Only you know that. So I hope that put something on your mind. Don't ever be in competition with nobody. Don't be in competition with yourself. And always make it better than the last time. Always make it better than the last time. That's a fact. And that's the mindset to have. So I'm at the end of my walk right now. This is the walk down, episode 21. We back. I haven't been doing the walk down, right? I have been calling it a fall off, right? Because I haven't exercised for a month and a half. I've been eating meat. I've been going against everything I have been doing. But now I got to look at it totally different. I see why now. Because in my subconscious mind, what I didn't know, that I was going to be lining myself up for this big training to go in this marathon. That's what I wasn't anticipating. God had that planned already, and I didn't even know it. So I needed that month and a half break. I needed that month and a half to get loose and eat some meat and go out and go to the Super Bowl and go to Mardi Gras and get loose a little bit. Why? Because it's time to get back to work. It's time to get back to work. That's what I'm saying. We ain't machines, bro. Like I was telling y'all yesterday, we ain't no machines, bro. We are human, and humans make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you got to realize that just like I do this running in this, life is not a sprint. It's a marathon. So with that being said, I'm going to get ready to end this live, right? I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate for everybody rocking with the channel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could just do me the big three. You got to earn, you got to spend less, and you got to invest. And always remember, you ain't no competition with nobody but yourself. Ain't no competition, it's just me. That's all it is. And with that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. 8:30 a.m. in the morning, I will be back in front of the charts, day trading as always. And to the next video, this is the one and only Stock Sniper. I'm out.